Her shirt that says Karma really, really, really looks like, to a newcomer, Karina.
Okay.
And from afar in the dark, with contacts, looks
Karina.
spot on.
Caeden
The
with no
lights were
glasses.
Me with no glasses, it's just Karina.
Caeden can't see me at all.
Spot on.
At all.
You did a fun Miss Here today.
He's hallucinating.
What did you hear today? It was a good one.
Nothing.
What did I hear today?
Yeah, it was a good Miss Here.
I don't know. Let's all make sure that our mics are on.
I'm
Is my mic
adjusting.
on? Am I good?
I don't like
Are
this
my levels
scenario.
coming through?
Your levels are coming through.
Good. Are my levels good?
Oh, mine.
Yours are coming in hot.
Mine are coming
my
hot as
level's
heck.
good.
As H.
It's because I have a condenser mic.
Ass.
Everybody, stop.
Hello.
Everyone
Are my
who was
levels
just listening
good?
to my particular audio, I deeply apologize.
Well,
That-
was it clipping?
Look how loud. So
you were
loud.
like positive 18 dB.
Colin!
Loud as H.
Loud as H.
All right, so this is, do you know our theme song, Caeden?
I heard it once, and I'm not going to be able to repeat it, but
What? You're going to have to.
Fake
We
You're
can
gonna have
practice
to.
it. We can
Fake
practice it right now.
So it goes like,
Oh.
it goes like this. Welcome to Three B's on a pod.
okay. I got it.
So we're going to do that
But the
right
pod
now.
is really breathy.
Yeah, breathy. Owen
Owen
Breathe it out.
Wilson.
okay.
Owen Wilson
Yeah,
vibes.
we're going to do that.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, very Owen
That's how we
Wilson.
teach people to do it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Yes.
Do you say the 3 B's on a?
Yeah, I'll say welcome to. We all say 3 B's on a
Okay.
do pod.
And he puts cool music over it.
Yeah, I do put cool.
And also over me.
More like whisper.
Wait till
Because
you
Colin
hear.
hates me.
Yeah, wait till you hear last week's episode.
Do it again. Colin.
Welcome to 3 B's on a pod. I'm Colin.
I'm Caeden. Because Hannah didn't go, so I'm
We
Caeden.
did test.
You
That
gotta
was-
go.
I'm sorry.
He's the guest,
Restart,
and you
restart.
made
You
him
can cut it. You can
assume-
cut it. You can.
We
can
covered
edit.
this last
Edit
week.
in
Okay,
post.
okay.
The order, because we don't always. Colin always goes first, and we never know who goes next.
Hannah, just
I need
make
to
it
just
do it.
accept it.
Cha.
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 Yeah.
Cha cha.
I'm Colin.
Redo the whole thing.
Okay.
And this is why this last
Stop. You need to
2.5
stop laughing like
hours.
Jeremy Fragrance.
I love
Have you
Jeremy
heard his
Fragrance.
laugh?
I don't love. Actually, I don't want that on the record.
What'd you say?
He loves Jeremy Fragrance.
I do not endorse Jeremy Fragrance. Continue.
Anyway.
Well,
Doors.
You can cut
political
that to
office.
say I do indoors.
okay. Welcome to 3
Three
B's
B's
on
on
a pod. I'm Colin.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Ashley.
And this week, we're joined by our fellow B and also friend, Caeden.
What's up?
Yeah. Welcome, Caeden.
He's so hyped to be
I am
here.
extremely excited
He's
to be
shaking
here.
with excitement.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have been.
He's
He
about
walked
to
in.
levitate.
He's actually scared.
I'm horrified.
He's floating right now. He's not on the ground.
I just realized that the whole culture of what we just did is we tell him what he's doing.
yeah.
Just accept it.
Usually
You're
how it
assuming.
goes.
He's fluming.
He's actually flying
pumped.
right now.
Yeah.
He's in
He's
the air.
screaming.
So now
Yeah.
tell us how you really feel.
I'm extremely excited.
Well, hey, we got it from the horse's mouth right there.
I'm honored.
Caeden is also a B at Good Stuff Coffee House, and today we're going to answer classic first date questions to see if we're compatible with each other and the listener, who we're now calling our regulars.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I think that's good.
I like it.
That's the name.
I
Hey,
would like to
regulars.
Lucky for
preface.
Hey, regulars.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and then
It's the
later on,
regulars. I'm saying hi to him.
hey, regulars.
Hey,
Regulars, welcome
Regulars,
back.
welcome back to the
Here we are.
coffee shop.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting a coffee.
You're in the pod.
Yeah, so we're going to answer those first date kind of questions and then discuss real life scenarios from
They are real
online.
life.
Yeah, and I think it would be fun to call that segment of the podcast Consult Caeden.
That's
Consult
cute.
Caeden. Consult Caeden.
Consult him, ask him advice. Consult Caeden, yeah.
That'll have some
That's the
beautiful
song
chords.
for it.
It'll have some
behind
really good, yeah, it'll be very,
Some synth.
yeah.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah. Hey, Man, I wish I had texted these to you guys. I can't text it to both of you because she's got a freaking Android.
Definitely. I think
That was
could.
wow.
This happens a lot.
That was aggressive.
I'm used to it. It's okay.
I have texted, check your phones.
Nothing.
I got something.
Oh, I felt.
Oh,
the
I got
buzz.
it.
Oh, and that's crazy.
That's
because
really
I have
long.
an Android. And there it
Did
is.
you know that my bubble's green?
Sorry.
My bubble's green.
Does that inconvenience you in any way?
It kind of does.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it doesn't look as uniform.
Except you're not.
I don't think she's gonna shoot pee up here. If anything, she'll just pee
Is that
on the floor
ergonomically
there.
possible?
Oh, it happened earlier.
She shot it up.
She
on
shot
Not
pee up.
but it was
There
We're
was like
talking about a
sh-
dog, by the
it
way.
was trajected.
diagonal stream.
Yeah.
We're talking about a
I was
dog.
scared it
We're
was gonna
talking
hit
about
me.
a
I
dog.
jumped.
We're talking about a dog.
Caden's never not gonna say that. He's gonna keep saying that.
All right, so we'll take every other one. We'll go around in a circle, ask, and then we'll kind of answer it speed round. Ready?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not
I'll go first. Would you rather be blind or deaf? We're on a first date, so respond like you would on a first date.
I don't want to look at you, so I'd rather be blind.
Yeah, if somebody asked me this on a first date, I think I would just leave.
I love how we set the scene on that. We're on a first date, so answer like we're on a first date. Go.
Would you rather be deaf or blind?
Who are we at?
Who's answering first?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Deaf.
Oh.
Yes.
You can still read and you can see and go places and
I agree. I'd rather be deaf.
yeah.
That would be just highly inconvenient, I feel, for my day to day.
I think I'd rather be
I wouldn't. You
deaf.
couldn't cross the street.
Yeah, me
And
too.
sign language
be
look
deaf.
kind of tough. So
Wait, you want to be?
If you're deaf, you
wanna be
need
deaf?
sign language.
You need it.
yeah, you need sign language. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
and you
saying.
said it looks
I
tough.
He said it looks,
looks
cool. Tough as in cool.
Okay.
Let me clarify for the oldies in the room.
Dude, this is so funny. Actually, we can address this real quick.
I'm like, yeah, it does look
Because
tough.
I immediately
Hannah was
understood what
tracking.
you meant.
How does
Because
it only take
I was
like
so confused.
8 years for tough
to mean
a
difficult,
completely
rough,
different word?
hard.
Like, this is tough.
to be-
Tough TUFF.
What?
Yeah, yes.
And we're spelling it wrong now.
The Gen Z.
Guys, I just
Yo,
want to
that
I don't
ain't Webster.
subscribe to that use of
Yeah, like,
tough.
this is tough, bro. Like,
But
this
I
is fire.
understand.
This is hard.
I just want to bring
Not
to
hard,
light
I'm like, it's difficult. Like, it's fire.
Okay, cool.
It's the same as tough.
another cruel thing that is happening to society besides that, besides people using words that don't mean what you think they mean. They've changed the ABCs. We found this out.
I heard about this. It made me so angry.
I couldn't even sing the
made me
ABCs
so
They
today.
were trying to sing the ABCs to this sweet little child that was going to preschool,
Yeah.
and we were singing it with her,
dancing, having a
trying
good
to make her feel
time.
included. And we wanted to do something that she could like join in on because she just had her like
She had
first
no
day
idea.
of preschool.
She couldn't sing with
She
us.
couldn't sing with us because it's not to that cadence anymore.
They don't do
It's
elemental P.
A, B, C, D, E, F,
Yeah, they don't do elemental P. They
G,
got rid of
H,
it.
I, J, K, L,
Yeah.
That makes me angry.
M, N, O. What comes after that? I missed some letters. I missed L.
You said, I think you said
No, I
L.
didn't.
Oh.
Today, I
Missed J.
today,
missed G.
I said something so stupid. I missed how many letters?
You missed a lot.
I missed-
You missed S.
I missed S.
That's like an
and then-
integral letter.
And then she goes, Colin, I think you. No, I said, wow. No,
You're
because
like,
you were saying
this should
there's not
work.
even enough threes for it to be divisible by 3. And I was like, no, 21's divisible by 3. And she goes, there's 26 letters. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot the other 6.
You forgot.
U-R-A-Q-T.
Which was fine.
5. I think
Everything about this is like a kindergarten teacher's nightmare. Everything about this.
Does he know how You think
That was
you
my favorite
look
moment of
stupid, so you
today.
take advantage of it, and then you look even stupider.
That happens often to me.
Man.
Let's move on.
Go ahead.
Am I gonna ask the second one?
Yeah, you can ask.
Oh, okay. What is your greatest character strength? Oh, deep question. Dang.
This is taking a turn.
This feels like an interview. I don't like it.
Probably.
Perfectionism.
Ooh, that is not mine.
What?
Probably no. Probably my maybe passion for things I like to do.
Yes.
I get passionate.
You are passionate.
Fervor.
Fervor.
Zeal.
I took the SAT, y'all.
I also.
I sucked at the
Once.
SAT, dude. Holy moly. That was
You did
terrible.
not.
I didn't have a
I
calculator.
presume.
What?
Did you
The
take
whole
that?
SAT.
No.
Did it in my head.
Why?
And I still did
You
enough to
didn't
get
bring-
into dual
you
enrollment.
forgot one?
My calculator ran out of batteries the morning of. Worst
They
nightmare.
tell you to bring extra batteries.
I didn't have any in my whole house.
Fool.
No AA battery in sight, and they wouldn't give me any at school. And
Take
so-
them out of the smoke detector.
My
Who needs that?
TI-86 is still working, and I stole that from Mrs. schoolroom, her classroom,
Wow.
when I was in high school.
The
In
batteries?
2013.
That's
That's
crazy.
intense.
That makes me nauseous.
What is that, Duracell? Could you check the brand on that for us?
That bunny is beating the drum.
Energizer.
Yeah. Okay, a little tip. We want to get off topic so bad.
I'm so sorry.
But we've got to stay on topic.
Okay.
Okay, go.
That one
This
was
is a
my
common
fault. That one was
thread.
my fault.
Mm-hmm.
For us? Okay.
All right. Greatest.
Ashley Lynn?
I don't know. I guess probably my work ethic.
Yeah, you're a hard
Yes.
worker,
You got a
Ashley.
great
That's what I was
work
gonna say.
ethic.
Are a hard worker.
You lock
but
in.
also
Last
your, like, desire to do the best makes other people also
Sick.
want to do their best.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. We want to do our best.
When I see you working, I want to get to work, man. I start cleaning shelves. I don't clean shelves. I start scrubbing
I be
things down
dusting the floor.
just because I see Ashley
The
working.
toothbrush.
It's true, dude.
Thanks, guys.
It's
I get
true.
to work on those dishes.
That makes me feel good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you have a great work ethic.
You
And
do.
even if you didn't, you're still worthy of love.
Yeah, I need to hear that. Thanks.
I think mine would be like my ability to, like, I don't know, I try to make people feel seen. I like to
Yes.
think I'm good at it. I don't know if that's true or not.
You're a good hype woman.
But I like to think that I'm encouraging,
You are a hype woman.
You do hype
You
people
really
up.
are.
even
You are.
though.
And then you immediately tear them down.
Okay.
Just one
I
little-
knew
If we-
you were
if
gonna
we
say
get too
something like
high,
that. I
If it
knew
gets too much, she's like,
If you
this
get-
is too
I will
yeah.
much
also
power.
keep you humble.
You'll like build up
There's a
like by
threshold.
2, and then take one down.
Yes.
So like ultimately you net 1, but like you still feel the 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
100%.
True.
This is devolved.
Did you answer?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm about to answer.
Go.
Answer.
He's gonna-
Answer.
You know when you're about to answer a good thing about yourself, but everyone's talking, and then you try to answer, and then you have to stop, and then you start
Just sit
again.
there in the
You
corner.
right now.
You sit there in the corner, and
It's
me,
okay.
me right now.
This is
embarrassment core. Sorry, that was really
I'm glad
bad.
you know what core means.
I don't.
I
I really
have
don't.
such
Honestly, I'm
major
just,
regrets ever
I'm just
telling
throwing
you.
spaghetti at a wall
Because
and seeing what sticks.
You said you were gonna stop saying it, and you have not.
I don't want him to stop saying
I don't either.
I kind of think it's
Well,
funny.
just
I love
own it.
Okay, well, my greatest character trait is probably, I think, my positivity. I try to stick positive. I try to stay positive. Stick isn't a word to use in that,
It's
in that
definitely a
sense.
word.
It is definitely a word, but you can't, you stick the landing. You don't stick the positive. You know? Anyways, positivity, I'll say that.
I agree.
That's good.
I would
Thank
also
you.
agree.
Thank you.
You're gonna notice Colin when you walk in a room because you're just
I'm just,
a bundle
especially at
of joy.
11:30.
That was so sweet.
That was really sweet. Thank you. I just brushed past that and I didn't appreciate it or acknowledge it. Thank you.
It's become a therapy podcast. We're all just
Kind of
What's your
sometimes.
deepest, darkest trauma?
3
hope
B's
that's
on the
not on-
couch.
Three B's laying on a
shrunk.
couch.
Have y'all ever seen the VeggieTales I Love My Lips?
Yes.
When he's in the therapist's office.
Oh my god.
I love that. Anyway, sorry. It just
So
made me
far,
think of
actually,
that.
this is a good first date because we're having great dialogue, great conversation.
We have good
There's
rapport.
also 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an
So imagine
interesting
4
date
people on a
scenario.
first date and you're all trying to see if it's going to work out together. A quadruple.
I'm sure those exist.
They exist.
That's crazy.
That sounds like a thing.
It's a lot to manage.
Real.
Yeah, it is.
There's got to be some like weird dynamics.
Is there a system?
There's
I don't
probably
know, probably
a legal system, like a tax system. You're probably taxed way less.
Form of government?
4 times less.
That's why people are
you
doing
can
it.
claim 3 dependents instead
Oh
of
my
1.
gosh.
Yes.
Yo, hold up.
Wait a sec.
Hold up. They might be onto something.
What one thing in your life are you trying to improve? I go first.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working really hard on this, and I fall short a lot on this. I am trying to be better about boundaries with myself. Like personal well, I feel like I'm not really good with the boundaries with other people either, but I feel like if I'm gonna work on that, I need to work on boundaries that I keep, like promises I keep with myself first.
I
So
agree.
even like a boundary for me is just having a bedtime, like going to like being like, okay, Ashley, you're the only person that can hold yourself accountable for this. You're going to bed at this time. And I've been good with that, but I've been not so good at other things like screen time. I've set like those timers and stuff, and some days I'm like, add 10 minutes.
Override.
Yeah. But I don't know. This week I've been doing pretty good with that. So
Yeah.
I'm working
Go you.
on
Period
it.
slay.
Thanks.
Ashley Lynn Slay era.
Thanks,
Anyway.
guys.
I gotta stop yapping. I need to improve with that. But that was not what I was gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
I think I just need to be. I think I need to be better at reminding myself that I'm not running out of time. Because at any given point, I feel like I'm running out of time, and I am 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it is not that
Girl, you got
serious.
time.
Yeah, girl.
Literally
Girl, you got
ever.
TikToks.
But I make it that serious. So I need to chill out. I feel like I'm a really high-strung person. I need to just, like, not be a little bit.
You could die tomorrow.
Okay, don't say
So
that.
live every day like it is your last, but don't live every last day like it is your first.
I'm really trying to figure that one out.
I don't think that's impossible. Like, you're on your
Popped that off
deathbed.
like it was so like.
You're on your deathbed.
Dude,
You're
honestly,
pretending to be a newborn baby.
You really gotta let it sink in.
I wish we had video because I wish people could see us just staring
Like our
at each
fa-
other
like
after
our-
you say something. Because you'll say
faces?
something funny.
Ashley
and
had
we'll
no. I've never seen Ashley with no expression on her face.
It was
It was like complete and utter, like empty.
We'll just hold eye
Just a
contact for
void.
so long.
Ashley's
Like,
there's a void in
what
Ashley's
is
eyes.
this? Not a thought.
That,
But there couldn't
Oh,
be.
man.
There
it
couldn't
scared
be.
me a little bit how much I didn't understand that.
All right,
I'm willing to
that's a
move.
good thing
I'm
to
willing to
improve on,
move
though.
past it.
let's keep a move on. I'm trying to improve my patience. I don't realize how impatient I am until I try to be patient with something, and I immediately lose it because I'm an entitled piece of crap who feels like everything should go my way, and if it doesn't, then someone else is doing something wrong, and it's their fault. So sometimes I'll be walking Luna, and
I knew she
I'll
was going
have
to come up here.
I'll have my coffee in my hand and say I've got an itch. I got a scratch on my nose. I'm holding her leash. I'll put my coffee in my hand and scratch my itch. And at that time, she'll run and jerk. And I'll spill my coffee like on my shoes or something, or on my pants, or on the freaking ground, or it'll dribble on my finger. I'll be like, dude, what the heck?
She responded.
What the
She
H?
knows. She knows. Girl, we've been in this situation before, huh? Yes. And
Oh, she looked so sad when she realized she was a footstool.
For
She was
context,
so
Colin
sad.
just
Yeah, for
kicked
the
his
radio.
feet up on Luna. She
Use her as
cried a little.
footstool.
I can't tell if she likes it.
I don't
no,
think she likes
I think she just
I
loves
think
to be
she's just
included.
happy there's attention.
She's having a good
Yeah.
time. So yeah, I just want to be more patient. I want to be a better patient person and not expect everything to be catered to me. And then even ask myself the question, why is it important to be angry about this?
Oh yeah, like,
Ooh, I like
put it into
that.
perspective. Like, is it
That's
really
so
as big a
therapy.
deal?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Hannah's
take
really
even the
good
most,
at that. You're super good at that.
And what?
What?
Like if what is it you always say?
They won't miss you at the party?
Yeah, that, but also you're just always saying it's not that serious.
It's never that
and
serious.
it's never that serious.
It's true.
It's true.
I
Yeah.
could cry.
Don't
Because
cry.
I'm not good at that myself.
Yeah, but you give that advice well.
I'm trying to get better at being disciplined in my life because I am turning into an adult as of the first time in my life, doing things independently, and I have to do school and work and 2 jobs, and so I've got a lot on my plate.
Yeah.
And the only way I'm going to stay afloat is if I'm super disciplined, and I hate discipline. So I'm really trying to be good with my finances and with my time. That also honors people because I have to let my yes be yes, and so I'm trying to be disciplined. And so it's one thing I'm working on this next season.
Yeah.
Season.
That's
And
good.
He's
seasons
such a
have
good podcaster. He's experienced
for the
though.
listener.
Yes. Yeah, let's plug his podcast. Do you want to plug your podcast?
Plug your podcast.
I can plug my podcast.
Do it.
Plug it.
The Undespised Youth Podcast. It's one we've been
Crazy.
doing the last, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months.
Man.
It's been great. We've taken a little bit of time off since the summer, so it was crazy. But we have some really cool stuff planned, so y'all go follow up. Me and my cousin Cullen.
You and your cousin Cullen.
Cullen, what a legend.
Shout out
CC.
Cullen.
Shout out Cullen.
He's a
man.
barista, not
Yes.
here, but he is a barista.
He's a
Where's he
barista.
Coffee in Atlanta. HQ.
Literally, we're talking about this yesterday.
Kind
What's
of a
his
cool job.
commute situation?
An hour,
Why?
Whoa.
which is crazy.
He's better
He
than
just
me.
got in a wreck on someone hit him on 278. It's bad. He's rethinking it now, which is kind of crazy because his drive is so bad.
Oh, that sucks.
Maybe bleep that out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bleep that out. I'll bleep that out.
Cullen lives at
that out.
1, 2, 3.
He's not. He loves
Johnny
his job.
Appleseed Lane.
Yeah, bleep that out.
It's like the credit card.
I forgot we were on
fake
a
credit
podcast
card.
for a second.
Anyway,
Yes.
All right.
choose one cartoon character to run the world. Who and why? I have to think about this.
I really have to think about this.
Cartoon character?
What do we classify as a cartoon character? Just anything animated?
Yes. I would choose Jessica Rabbit because I feel like she just understands people, you know? Because she's like, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way.
She's
That's
self-aware.
poetic.
She's very self-aware, and just because she looks sexual just does not mean that she is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her famous line, I'm not bad, I'm drawn that way. How often do we
Period.
judge somebody because of what they look like before we get to know them? Who knows if that tank top from Forever 21 is
Colin,
the only thing they can afford?
When he
Who knows if
judged
their
me-
short skirt is that short because it's what they've been wearing since they were 3, you know? And now they're 20, you know?
Wow.
Give them some grace. Maybe they can't
Grace.
afford a new skirt.
Wow.
True.
All right?
Okay.
Bars.
Maybe the life that they are living now is not afforded to them by their decisions, but because of someone else's decisions that backed them into a corner. Okay? All right. Jessica Rabbit for office 2025.
Okay. That was a
For
great
the radio,
pitch.
Colin has a hand on his hip.
Again.
He's meaning it. He's meaning it. You know who I'm
He is
picking?
for serious.
Ooh.
Snoopy.
Great. I
Does
would
he
vote for
talk?
Snoopy.
Does Snoopy
No,
talk?
Snoopy just.
He doesn't need
Snoopy's
to.
just chill, bro.
He commands
Running
a
mate
room with his
Woodstock.
presence. Woodstock.
Snoopy's so chill.
Woodstock.
I would just be like,
VP.
look at our little chill
Wearing your
president.
Snoopy shirt?
Look at all those
He's
chill president.
chill.
He's changing lives.
Could anyone fight? Could anyone fight if Snoopy's president, bro? Like, bro, he's just chill.
You wouldn't need to. You literally wouldn't have a reason to
Like,
fight.
bro, he's just chilling in
That'd be a
office.
nation unified.
I would agree. Under Snoopy.
Everyone,
One nation.
Who hates Snoopy?
Under Snoop.
Does anyone hate Snoopy?
Indivisible.
I've never met
Not
anybody
Snoop
who
Dogg.
hates.
Yeah, I know
Well,
that.
also that could also,
Also
be good.
Snoop Dogg.
He's not a cartoon character, but I would be okay with that. I'd be
Okay.
fine
Would
with
be
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Who you picking?
Me? I think I was thinking Winnie the Pooh first, but I'm gonna say
Sad.
Joy from Inside Out. Because
Because
be
she makes
on it.
mistakes but comes back from
right,
them.
she always
Yeah.
like every movie. There's two. Both of the movies, they devolve into chaos a little bit, but she always brings it back around and she always makes it okay.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she'd be a great person to have at the head of the ship.
She would, and she is at the head of the ship.
Yeah.
Luna,
She's lurking.
you get out of that bedroom, girl.
Come here, Luna.
Come on. Come
Don't
sit.
say that, she'll pee.
Luna, come sit.
I don't trust
Come.
this dog.
She's like, I don't want to step on the cords.
There you go. Good job.
What a sweetie.
All right, Ash.
I would choose Jimmy Neutron.
No way.
Dude, I love
That's
Jimmy
a great
Neutron.
choice.
He's
such
so
a cool
smart.
guy.
He has that robot dog, Goddard.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's the dog.
Yeah.
God.
And he has a great friend, a ride or die. What's his name?
Carl Weezer.
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
He could be VP.
What was his other friend's name? The
mom.
guy with spiky hair.
Oh, the
He always wore a blue shirt.
Yes. Golly,
I don't
what's
remember his name.
Sid. Nope.
No.
I don't think so. Jimmy Neutron is just always getting out of trouble every episode.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
But he gets in it.
Isn't he like
Also,
the Phineas and
he gets
Ferb
in
of our childhood?
I didn't watch
Just in
Phineas
the
and
same
Ferb.
body?
I would say maybe like the Nick version of it, yeah. Oh, does this say the world? This says the world, doesn't it? Run the world. I'm just
Run the
assuming the country.
The world.
Oh, the world.
Oh, let me just take it back then.
Wait, guys. Bugs Bunny. Just kidding.
Wait, Ursula.
Mm.
Ursula's really misunderstood. I'm not going to get into
Ursula's
that,
not
but
really.
she is.
They had to make a heartwarming story for her.
She is misunderstood.
Nah, bro.
Not really
Ursula and
misunderstood.
Op.
I think she gets
And
it.
she scares me.
Yeah.
As a child. Or
Yeah.
and now.
Also now.
And as a new
She's got
fresh.
no
As a
hun.
new fresh adult.
So I'm gonna send through a couple scenarios in the chat.
Okay.
This is my
Wait, don't
favorite
send it to
segment.
Caeden.
No.
this has
Listen,
to be a
okay, here's what we're
surprise,
going to do. I'm making an executive decision.
Make it.
I don't know why, but I am. I'm going to introduce the next segment.
Okay.
And then we're going to go around. We'll do the segment. You choose one of your things. How many you have? 3?
9.
9? Okay. Choose one of
Yeah,
those.
I found 9.
I did not complete.
Because I
mine.
really feel like this will be so easy for us to get off track, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's fine with this. So you go first. You do yours, and then I'll do mine. Well, you do
These are for
yours.
me?
You do yours. I'll
I'm
do
gonna
mine.
text these to
You're
you,
gonna be.
Hannah. I'm gonna text
You
these
don't.
to
You
Hannah.
don't need to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
give
giving
advice.
advice.
Yeah.
I got it.
Consulting.
Consulting with
Wait.
Caeden.
Consulting
Wait.
with Caeden.
Consulting with Caeden.
Counseling with Caeden. No.
Are you licensed at all?
We don't have to
All
cut
right,
out that much.
ready?
Period.
Consulting with Caeden.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Why are you pointing at me? Oh.
Per your executive
Bro took an
decision.
executive decision over this thing and it didn't
I got
follow.
distracted because he texted me. I was looking at it. Okay, sorry. The next segment we're going to introduce is...
Consulting
I'm kidding, I'm
Consulting with Caeden.
And we each have a real life scenario. I don't think any of these are first person.
No,
They might
none of these
be.
are first person.
You're gonna give advice. You're allowed to ask questions.
Okay.
So you can ask for like background information if it's not enough.
I'll start us off. I recently found out my boyfriend has a dating app on his phone. The one we met on. Maybe he hasn't deleted it yet since we've only been dating for 3 months. But he cheated on his first girlfriend and felt really bad about it. And I've previously been suspicious about texts from girls that turned out to be nothing. Should I check it while he sleeps?
What? What?
Should I check it while he sleeps or just confront him?
All right, let me pick this apart. There's a lot here.
Should I confront him?
Let me pick this apart. Let me pick this
Should I
apart.
check his phone while he sleeps?
Let me pick this
Or
apart.
confront him while he's.
Let me pick this apart. First thing, maybe it's just a coincidence. He still hasn't deleted the app. I don't delete apps. I'm terrible at deleting apps.
Yeah.
Let that one go. Second, Hold on. Biggest red flag is that he already has cheated before. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then, felt really bad about it. How do you know that?
How do you
He
know
could
that
be
he's really
yapping.
bad?
Yeah, he lying.
Could be. The sounds of a baby steps of a male manipulator. Second, I think trust is the most important thing in a relationship.
Bars.
Amen, brother.
And so it would be a lack of trust to go behind his back and check anything. So have an honest conversation. I think it's as simple as that. Be really real and be like, bro, are you sending sus texts to girls?
Yeah.
And if you are, then we're done.
Yeah.
Know your worth.
Period.
Yeah, sorry, we can't.
Yeah.
We
You
can't
You
continue.
don't need a guy like that.
All right, cool. That's good. That's good. I like all that you just
I
said.
love that.
Ashley,
Ashley Lynn.
go ahead and read number
Read your
2.
scenario. That
Okay.
was crazy. That was a
That was a whirlwind. That was wild, honestly.
I'm so
Are they worse
excited.
than that?
So,
Go.
all right. There's a homeless guy who lives outside my building and gives me a plastic flower every day before I go to work. One morning, I woke up to him at my fire escape and I freaked out and screamed. He was weirdly shocked that I was shocked and lost his balance, falling 4 floors down to the pavement. The ambulance came, and because I felt bad, I went with him in the ambulance. When I asked him why he was at my window, he said it's because I hadn't left for work and he wanted to make sure I didn't oversleep. Is this sweet or creepy?
This is horrifying. All right, first thing.
Every sentence I read, I was scared to read. I was so afraid to
Like,
read the
Brody,
next
we are scared to
sentence.
read about you. I can't imagine
I don't know what
seeing
to
you
do.
outside my fire escape.
What do I
dog.
do?
I'm not gonna lie, man. You got a level 10 stalker at your
Yeah, what
door.
was his
Your
facial
window.
expression? Was he just like, "Hi, wake up, it's morning," or
Well, and then
was he like, "Whoa, look at that body yada yada"?
What are you doing in there?
I need to wake you up so maybe I can see more of that body yada yada.
Well,
You
I'm just
know?
like, if I did
Oh my
oversleep,
God! Shut
Then
that down.
what business is that of
were
yours?
you gonna sneak in my crib and wake me up? What was the
Well, yeah,
what if he
isn't that
wasn't
what he
tapping at the
said?
window?
Yeah.
What if he
What
was
if he
just
was
trying to
picking the
open
lock
it?
or something?
Exactly.
Heck no, bruh.
He was tapping out with
Get
a
out my
hammer.
fire escape.
So creepy.
It might have been God's favor that you fell down the 4 stories.
Yeah.
He can no longer
Yeah,
walk
that's
up
what I
to
call
the fire
4 points.
So how do you approach this? Like he gets well from the
Yeah,
hospital.
Yeah, he gets well from the hospital. He comes back.
He's back with the plastic flowers. What do you
Like,
do?
homie.
Do you take them?
restraint order. I'm filing an order of, what's it called?
A restraining
order.
order.
A restraint order. What? How do you what is that
Restraining
called?
order. Immediate
Immediately.
911.
Okay. So definitely creepy, not
Yes,
sweet.
no,
That's
it's definitely
definitely
creepy,
creepy.
bro.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't.
So there are ages involved here because this is from the male perspective. So I'm gonna say like 36.
No.
Yeah, this is a guy. But
Okay.
It's
Anyway,
gonna get
I-
toxic real quick.
Wow.
I came home early from work the other day and heard my wife, 34 female, talking on the phone. She was talking
34
about
female?
Yeah, she's female. It was obvious, but I added it for context to make
Age.
sure.
Age.
Yeah, 34 years
Okay.
old. He's 36. I'm
Okay.
36. I'm also a man. She was talking about our son. He's 8, and about his test. I didn't think much
It's
of it.
5. It's just 5. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to start over.
You got on to us for going.
Okay, I, 36 male, came. I'm a man who's 36 years old, and I came home early from work the other day and heard my wife, who's 34, on the phone. She was talking about her son, who's 8, and about his test. I didn't think much of it since he's in school and might have had a spelling test or something. Later that day, I texted my identical twin brother and asked him if he wanted to get lunch with me tomorrow. He was acting super weird in distance, but I couldn't really figure out why, even though we're usually really close. The next day, my wife told me she was going out for a girls' day, and so I stayed home with our son. He got really sick and threw up, so I went to find him some medicine, and when I was rummaging through our medicine cabinet, I found a piece of paper that said paternity test.
No.
It had my son's name, my name, and my brother's name on it. It said I was the father, but it's possible that that isn't true because my brother's DNA and I are exactly the same since we're identical twins.
Wait, is that true?
Yes.
It's true.
That's a scientific fact?
Yes.
Throwing facts at
Should
you.
I accuse my wife of cheating on me, especially since she has a paternity test in the first place?
Yes.
This is insane.
What?
But even if it says his name?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, hold on.
Why do you need a paternity test?
First of all, sadly, this is not the first time I've heard this story. My dad grew up with identical twins. This literally happened to his best friend.
You're
who was an
joking.
identical twin.
This is a real...
Is
Yes.
this
that
your
happened to them?
dad's friend?
This is not my dad's friend.
Okay.
They're in Texas.
Okay.
I would really hope not. That would be horrible.
Imagine.
But literally, my dad knew identical twins growing up. He didn't know him. He parted after high school. Came out, not even that long ago, that a dude's wife had an affair on his twin brother.
That's so
Literally, it happened.
crazy.
That is
so
insane. So I don't put it past people. A, B, the fact that she has a paternity test with you and your brother,
Means there's doubt.
fam, you gotta
Schedule.
pack your
you
bag.
gotta have a
Pack your
reason.
bag.
Get out!
Get your kid and leave her. It's not the kid's fault.
But you don't know if it's your
Fam,
kid.
you got,
I don't
It
care.
might not be my
You've
kid.
I'd raise that as
you've
my
might be your
kid.
nephew, but you taking him.
Period.
Get out. You gotta get out of there, homie. That's
my
not
gosh.
right.
This
you
is
and your nephew leaving, dog. Y'all gotta go.
Wow.
Get out! Run!
This is insane.
Okay, I think we can do 3 more.
My sister's best friend has been dating our dad since his divorce from our third stepmom 6 months ago.
Oh, my brain just did a backflip.
You should have seen. Caden and I made direct eye contact when you said sister's best friend, dad. And we went, what?
Is that like hitting home in your life?
This is like Jerry
obviously.
Springer.
This is craziness. Keep going.
You're going to have to break
They
that
both
down in a
Best friend
second.
Will you
has been
repeat
dating our
that?
dad.
Yeah,
Just say that again.
slower.
My sister's best friend has been dating our dad since his divorce from our third stepmom 6 months ago.
Good Lord.
They both say it's love, but we know our dad and don't want my sister's friend to get hurt. What do we do?
Break them up. I don't care.
Intervention.
This isn't my segment.
Station intervention.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Intervention.
This is
You know what? It depends on how old this friend is. Let
That's
the
third stepmom.
No, actually, that makes sense. I see the vision.
Hold on.
they've got a.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second. Okay, so I see this going 2 ways. A, your dad is freaking crazy, and he can't be trusted, and you need to perform some sort of trickery in order to split them up. Put some fake text in their phone, something.
What happened to communication is key.
Trust, Caden.
Nah, not in this, bro. Or this is a boy who cried wolf situation, and they're really in love, and you would be ending something truly magical.
Whoa.
So,
Yeah.
so.
The contrast in both of those.
Yeah.
He's got range.
Because
Yeah.
how do you know? How do you know they're not really in love? Just
But
because it hasn't
He
worked
might
out
be.
before.
He may
Your
not.
friend don't sound like your friend though. If your best friend can take a leap and date your father, bro.
Yeah.
That don't sound like a friend to me, dog.
That's not tough.
Yeah, maybe that's the relationship they should be worried about.
Yeah, for real.
The
She
best
sounds
friend
crazy.
relationship, not the best friend.
I mean, the age gap can't be good. I mean,
no,
yeah. I'm gonna say dip.
because that's the thing.
Run.
I'm gonna say somehow try to break that thing up.
That's
bro.
the thing that she can
Crazy.
control.
Have you ever seen what's the movie with the twins and
Parent
the
Trap?
Parent Trap? You need to perform some tomfoolery.
Well, not Parent Trap because that puts them together.
Well, it broke up the girlfriend.
It broke
and
up the
dad.
girlfriend
Oh,
and the
that's
dad.
true.
Meredith.
True.
They need
Wasn't
some.
that
They
what
need
it
some
is?
Parent Trap
Yeah.
tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Then you
Tomfoolery, I
did that.
agree. Shenanigans.
Yeah, good
Shenanigans.
commentary.
Let's skip to
I still
number.
like these.
Let's skip to 5.
I didn't want to read that
I
one.
like 4. I like. No. You can do 5.
Read that one.
Ashley has to read 5.
Why can't we go in order?
He can do
Ashley has to
5.
read 5.
Skipped forward just for this.
You do 5.
You've got to read.
I'm so
five.
intrigued.
You're
right
doing
now.
5.
No, Ashley, read 5.
I'm so
I met a
intrigued.
girl on Instagram years ago. We started liking each other's posts and then stories, and now we're DMing. I'm an average guy, athletic, but not great at anything.
I'm 6'1", by the way. Okay, keep going.
She's from Dubai and models all over the world. Sometimes she asks me for money to help her pay her mom's rent because modeling doesn't always pay a lot. Whenever I ask to FaceTime, she says yes, but never feels pretty enough to come into the camera. I want this relationship to go to the next level, but I can't shake the feeling that she's not attracted to me or doesn't want the same
You
thing.
worried about the wrong thing, my brother.
What do
Keep
I
it up.
do?
Okay. Have you ever gotten those DMs that's like, hi, this John Mayer.
Yeah.
He said John May.
This John May space ORE.
Yes.
How are you? Question
How
mark.
you?
How you? Question mark. My brother, you are getting scammed.
Catfished.
Hey,
Sending
if
this girl
listen,
money.
if they sending you messages about, let me just get your credit card number real quick, I'll buy you a gift, kind of, you know what I'm saying? No, bro, you're getting scammed.
There was this one older lady who DM'd me on Instagram and said, in need of a sugar mama? And
I
I
get those
said,
often.
actually, yes.
He accepted.
What happened?
Nothing happened. I feel like those accounts never think that they're going to get responses. So
No.
when you get a response, they don't know what to do.
Then also, what's the point of them?
I
I
got
have-
one
Oh, you have one right now?
right now.
A real life
A
encounter?
real life encounter of this. Hold on. And I, for context, her name is Carnisha Stella.
What
names are
a
always
mom.
Remember
This is,
Carnisha?
y'all can't see her profile picture, but it is some sort of painting.
Looks like
She's a
AI.
contemporary artist creating original art. So
I get
she's
those all the
successful.
time.
She's successful. She slid up on my story, which is a new one for a bot. She said, hey, and there's a poster in the back of Good Stuff that's pinned that has a minion on it that says, y'all realize I'm going to snap one day, right?
I love that.
And I just took a picture of it and sent it to her. And then she said, how are you? I said, close to the edge. She said, where are you from? I said, you don't even care. And did a sad face. And then she just dissed me. A bot dissed me, bro. I got dissed by a bot
Why are
after
you
that.
guilt
Left me
tripping
on red.
this bot?
But she
doesn't
slid up
even
on a story
care.
the other day and said, hey again, so she still want me.
She still wants him.
Wow.
Carnisha.
Yeah.
Carnisha. She stays in my DMs, bro.
I thought she'd given up.
No.
One time,
Apparently not.
I got a DM from my uncle on Instagram, and I was really excited because I have maybe heard from my uncle 3 times in my whole 28 years of life.
Okay.
And, you know, we're cordial. We go to Thanksgiving and stuff, but we have never had a conversation that was longer than 3 or 5 minutes unless we're at a table together. And then we're like all in a conversation. But he emailed me and he was like, hey, buddy, how you doing? And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm really good. I'm actually filling a minute on my life. And then I get a response like, yeah, go click this link. And
Get out.
Hacked your uncle.
No.
And you thought it was a genuine interaction. That's so sad.
So you like told it? You told him all about your life?
No.
That's so sad.
I don't have my uncle's phone number. Like that's the level of.
Did you let him know?
Dude, I had a
somehow that
glimmer of hope that
I had a glimmer of hope. I
somebody
was like,
cosplaying as him.
Cosplay.
he's reaching out in latter life.
so crazy.
wow.
No, he's got his own family
No,
and
he got scammed.
his own stuff. But
Dang.
I was so humiliated.
That's so
that's
unfortunate.
I was so sad. I was really
sad.
sad, but it's
Wow.
okay.
Yeah, you're getting scammed, bro.
And
Scammed.
since
Shut-
I
shut
got that message, that was probably maybe 4 years ago.
Wow.
One time I was wearing a floral shirt and skinny jeans, and he asked if I hunt, and I said, I go, no.
Just came straight from hunting, actually.
I actually just came from hunting. See these roses on my shirt? I painted those on there with blood.
Awesome.
Number
Hannah,
5.
take it away.
No, Colin. Number 5.
Why do I have to read it?
Because it's crazy.
It's from the male perspective.
Read number 5.
All right.
This is so crazy.
Oh God.
My girlfriend is a creep.
What an intro.
She wants to hold toes
Oh, bro.
and blow air into my mouth with a straw.
What does that even mean?
I like her and she's a solid 10, but how do I overlook all these things for a trophy wife on the road, but a creep in the abode? That's gold
It's
right
worse
there.
You make that up?
I made that one up.
I didn't do that.
I made the trophy wife on the road, but a
You're
creep in the abode.
pacing?
But there was a little blog about dealing with a creep.
Your pacing for that was insane. That was a roller coaster to read. My girlfriend's a creep. She we're holding toes. Yeah. I like her. She's a 10. I'm like, where are we going?
You forgot the blow into my mouth.
Yeah, blow into my
with
mouth
a
with a
straw.
straw. How'd you even think of that? Where did that come from in the depths of your brain?
I don't know.
That is
This is
insane.
just, but if this is you.
Trophy wife on the road. And a creep in the abode.
Laughter isn't content. Laughter isn't content.
I think yours is. You be wheezing. It's great. I love it. It makes me laugh.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding right now.
What would I do in this situation?
Yeah, what would you do?
If any person
Hannah comes up to you.
Not me. Not
Hannah,
me.
different
I would like
Hannah.
to clarify.
Different Hannah.
Not me. Caden's girlfriend.
She's
Hannah.
got a paper straw.
Love
because
you,
she
Hannah.
cares
You're
about-
great.
paper, I
Yeah.
hate paper straws.
And she
Keep
goes,
her name out of this.
Caeden, open your mouth. Full gust of wind through the straw.
I just want you to.
Your
I want
mouth,
everybody to
hot
know
air
I
balloons.
I
and you
protest this
fly.
line of
I
questioning.
don't like that. This is
I object to this line of questioning. We don't have to make
Sustained.
this personal.
No, okay. So you, Ashley and I are sitting,
I don't know
Lady
what
and
that
Tramp
means.
style,
Stop.
outside of an
This is
Italian
worse.
restaurant.
I object to this.
The noodle is no longer a noodle, but it is in fact a straw. The person who blows hard enough to get the other person's mouth off the straw wins.
Well, you have bigger lungs, so you have more lung capacity.
I would win.
So I presume it would be you.
I would win in a heartbeat.
But I don't understand how this is.
What if I leave the pod right now?
I don't.
I would win in a heartbeat.
I'm so glad I'm not involved here.
Luna, come here.
Luna's
Luna,
upset about this question.
what do you think about this
Yeah,
question?
Aren't we
Rightfully
all?
so.
She
There
really,
you have
she thinks
it.
very lowly of this man who's asking the question.
That was insane, man.
That was pretty wild.
I don't know what I would even attempt to do in that situation. I might just pass away.
If you had to, what would you do? You have to do something. You can't just let
I'm
that lie.
gonna assume some sort of a fake identity and probably leave the country.
Leave the
Fake
country.
my death.
Leave the country. Okay, in that scenario, would you rather leave the country or
Thug it
die?
Die.
Really die or
Really die.
fake die?
Fake die. Fake your
Fake
death.
die.
Leave the country.
Yeah.
Fake your death. Stay in the country. Go.
Well, fake your death, leave the country would be a lot easier.
Would it be?
Yeah,
I think so.
probably.
What if you just move to a
'Cause you
different
just-
side of the country?
You just
Ah.
tell everybody here you're dead, and then you leave.
What's that guy from The Bachelorette who faked his death and is now trans?
What?
What?
Yeah, he faked his death, dated one of the sisters from 600-Pound Life.
Bro.
He was married to a man that no one ever saw the man, so they don't think he's real. They think it was a fake thing. And now he's a woman.
Wow.
I don't
I
think
have
any
no
of us
idea.
know
I'm really
anything
That
about
lost.
this.
sounds like he's having a
Rough time. He's not doing great.
He's having a tough time.
Hannah's got to do number 6.
No. I'm skipping to 8.
Okay.
2 years ago, the same guy cheated on me 5 times with.
That was
Wait, say that again. Say
That
it
was
again.
so
Say it again.
loud.
Say that again.
Please put some reverb on that.
Everybody needs to hear that. We need to reuse that for like a recurring sound of it.
2 years ago, the same guy cheated on me 5 times with 3 different girls. He said he'd never do it again, and then he proposed. I said yes. Now, it's 5 days to the wedding, and I think he's been seeing my maid of honor. They take long walks together every morning and get coffee afterward. She's been my best friend since middle school and told me nothing was going on. Am I right to be suspicious?
Yes. Yes, you are right to be suspicious, my girl.
I want to know which of the 3 girls he dated twice.
I know.
This is crazy. Bro got stressed and like popped the ring.
He was like,
Wait.
I got the
Life is
Hold
falling
on.
apart. Life is falling apart. I gotta do something concrete.
Sounds like y'all both are. Well, hold on. y'all. This is just not right. Y'all got bad friends. Y'all got bad choices and partners. Y'all
There's
gotta
just been
go,
bad
bro.
advice given to her, period.
Yeah, who are your friends, dog, that are letting you do this? Go back? Come on, man. 5 times.
How crazy these are.
I didn't know how to answer these.
Okay.
The whole toast one takes the cake.
Bro,
I can't.
That's insane. She works
He
the
didn't even know
market.
what to say. He
we
was like,
just
I
been-
don't know.
I have no idea even where to begin.
We've just been springing these, okay?
This is so stressful. I'm sweating. I hope y'all know I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
So excited.
I knew this was going to be
He was
good.
so excited to be here.
I
This
was
is
so
what we
hyped
did
to
with
be
this
here.
episode.
He's going to leave the pod dejected and depressed and is going to drive home in silence.
Okay, I want Ashley to play the part of the girl who is writing this. And Caeden, I want you to play her friend who is not the friend she thinks is cheating on her.
Am I the?
You're the friend. You're
I'm
not
gonna
the one
get
that.
married to
You're
the guy
someone
that's
giving
cheating,
advice.
Clearly cheating.
You're
on
trying
me.
to get married,
In 5 days,
and I'm trying to
gonna
convince
marry
you to
this
stay
guy.
with him.
No.
Yeah, you need to
You're gonna
encourage. You need to
convince
get
me to
her.
Yeah.
You are cons. She is pros. Go.
Oh, I'm cons.
Oh,
You guys
you're
are
they're
debating.
debating.
This. You're debating this.
Okay.
You have to do it. You have
Okay.
to really buy in.
Okay. What do I say first?
You're the cons and he's the pros. So you no, vice versa.
I don't
He's-
want to leave him.
You don't
I
want to
don't-
leave him. He wants you to leave him. Okay, go for it.
I don't want to
Yes,
leave
you do.
him.
You need to.
I've already paid for like my whole wedding.
You've already paid for a coffin and a divorce certificate because he is leaving you again. 5 times.
But okay, look on
5 times.
these walks
3
that he
girls.
takes
One of
with my
them-
best friend, my maid of honor, best friend since middle school.
Yeah.
And they go get coffee after.
Yeah, no.
Like
she making out with him.
They always bring
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
they bring me one.
No,
it
she
is
making out with
one
him.
of
On
their
the low, though.
leftover cups.
It's their
And
drink
it's
is
just
combined.
both of theirs. Yeah, poured into the same. His is a hot latte and hers is an iced latte.
So you get
and it
lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
It's sweet.
really considerate.
It's not my
Oh, they
favorite
think of you.
temperature.
You're right.
Yeah, it's not my favorite coffee temperature.
For the radio,
But-
Caden's got crazy depressed eyes going on right now.
And mine are full of hope.
Okay, so I guess pros win. She's staying in it.
Yeah.
She's
Sustained.
in the marriage.
So you're cooked. You are cooked.
My parents disapprove of my girlfriend, even though we go to the same church and our parents are best friends. She's the best, and I don't understand why they don't approve. Should I date her anyway?
Firstly, it would depend on their relationship with their parents. How much respect do they have for their parents' wisdom, advice, discernment? And if they do respect their parents' advice, wisdom, and discernment, in my case, like my parents are deeply more wise than me and have way better advice for me, I trust their opinions over even mine at the moment. Because I've always looked back and I've been like, y'all were 100,000% right, and I should have trusted you. So times when I've taken it into my own hands, I've always regretted it. So it would depend. Like in my scenario, I would take my parents' advice probably, even if I didn't want to. But if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, and maybe they're just tweaking, which can happen. Your parents are just parents sometimes.
They're just tweakers.
And maybe they have, but it sounds like it seems to be no obvious reason as to why they don't like her, which almost feels like a narrator bias in the scenario. Like there's something that he's not seeing in her that her parents are low-key feeling.
Wow.
That's so
That's what it feels
key.
like to me.
Yeah, because there's not really any
Yeah.
reason.
Which means that your parents have the parent spidey sense that I think sometimes parents can only have, and they're sensing something deeper that you're not seeing.
Dang.
But then what does that say about their relationship with their friends? Do they not trust their friends' parenting?
Oh.
Like it goes deeper.
That's true.
Because then they're
makes it harder.
denying their best friend's daughter.
That's true.
They're saying she's not good enough.
That's true. There's a lot of layers there.
There's a lot of layers to that.
But I would say maybe trust your parents in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
At least take it slow
Yeah.
and see and let the waters play out a little longer rather than rushing into it. Or maybe actually talk to your parents.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if you pick their brain, if it would make more sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first commandment that comes with a promise, right? That honor your father and mother and all things will go well with you.
100%.
Then if you just say, my parents said no, I'm going to do that, and then maybe it'll come back.
You are an adult, so at some point there is the command to leave your father and mother, but I would say that if you have a good relationship with your parents, I would hope you would respect their opinion and hope to seek their counsel.
Yeah.
So pick their brain, have an honest conversation. That's my advice.
And don't get too heated in the conversation. If you get heated, they're going to get heated.
Then no one's going to be honest.
Then no one's going to be honest. No one's going to be realistic. Everyone's just going to shout out of fear.
Exactly.
It's going to be crazy.
That's good.
Any last minute thoughts before we move on to weekly wins?
I'm so excited about weekly wins, y'all.
I can't wait for weekly wins.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
ready?
good. Soundbite
Do
that.
it. Go.
Do it again.
Weekly wins.
Do it in the anime dub voice.
Weekly wins.
Oh God, it's so good. I can't.
That was really good.
Even your voice, your face was on it. Your face was on
he does
that.
y'all
the.
couldn't
He has
see,
the
but-
mannerisms.
Can you do the?
I asked him that yesterday. The anime hands.
That was good.
I can't do it because I can't even pick. I've never seen anime.
I've
I've not either.
But Hannah told me what it was, and I do this, and she said I'm good at it.
You are.
I was doing it all last shift.
It's like the anime cosplay hands.
I was at my friend Chelsea's house one time. I was visiting in Seattle, and her friends were talking like about Goku, and they were sitting there watching it, and I was asking questions, and the guy was getting mad at me. What?
Is this the same Chelsea you were talking about earlier?
Yes.
Okay, that's just
That's what that was about.
Yeah, same Chelsea.
I just thought I was crazy for a second.
I'll tell you about that after.
Who was getting that?
Her roommate, her roommate's boyfriend was getting mad at me because I was asking questions that I should know the answers to. It's Goku. It's been around for years. That was very Cher.
That was good.
Thanks.
I'm Cher. Apparently.
Yeah. And it was he made the moment really uncomfortable because his girlfriend was like, dude, he's never seen it before. He's
answer his
trying to ask
questions.
questions. He's like, well, shut up.
Red flag.
Big
Boo.
red flag. Get him out of the house.
Boo, whatever his name is.
Boo. I don't know.
Unnamed.
Bleep.
Unnamed
guy.
man. Mean boy.
Hate you.
Hate you. All right.
Shut up,
Katie.
Katie.
Shut up, Katie.
I hate Katie. That's not true. I actually really love Katie.
Shout out, Katie.
Shout out Katie. It's just lore.
It's just B lore.
Just be lore. You'll hear it one day in an episode.
One day
It'll
everyone
all
will
make
know.
sense.
Maybe.
You know,
You
when people
guys.
say Katie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you go ahead.
When people say Katie, if you yell Katie, it sounds exactly like Caeden.
Katie!
Like if I heard that, I'm thinking that's Caeden. I have a cousin named Katie, and we both, every time someone says one of our names, we turn our head.
That happens to me sometimes when people say actually.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
My
Your
head
brain.
whips towards them.
Yep.
They're not. They're just
Caden. If people
they're
say
just
it,
being
I don't know.
pretentious over there. They're not
Anyways,
talking to me.
continue.
I think
That was a tangent.
I would like to circle back for a second. That when Caeden was like, "Sorry, I don't want to talk over you," and you were like, "No, go ahead." This speaks your truth about boundaries.
What?
You didn't draw a boundary.
You didn't draw a boundary.
You didn't stick up for
You should've
yourself.
You should have asserted
Shut
yourself.
up.
I'm sorry.
Why are you talking over
I'll
me right
explain
now?
what I was
Explain.
gonna say. I'll
Yeah.
explain how I was right in this situation.
Okay, go for
Because
it.
Caeden was gonna talk about something related to KD, which is what we were talking about.
Yes.
I was gonna transition us to weekly wins, so I wanted him to finish his thought.
That's fair,
It's
that's
in
fair.
this part of the conversation.
Okay,
That's fair.
sorry. I take it back.
But thanks for looking out for me.
You're welcome.
Weekly wins.
Guys, I'm so excited. I want to talk about our weekly wins.
Me too.
so
Can I go first?
How does
excited.
this work? Is this just literally
It's
a win
just your
for the
weekly
week?
win.
your highs.
What's
If
your
you
weekly
have
win?
more than one, you can share more than one. Just
Awesome.
something good that happened to you.
Okay.
Literally.
Or maybe somebody close to you that you're happy and excited about
Okay.
this week.
Wow.
Period.
Colin.
Colin Lynn.
Well, Tuesday and Thursday this week were the best days of my life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah,
Wow.
Today was
Yeah,
one of the
today's-
best days of your
Magical.
life.
today's one of the
I'm
best
honored
days of
to
my
be a
life.
part of it.
For the radio, they just did
High
a
five.
crisp high five.
It was really crisp.
Unfortunately, I did wake up 2 days on yesterday morning with a sore throat, and that was a damper. And my whole day was kind of off track because of that. Like it just threw me off for a bit. I was really groggy all day. And I lost track of time, and I took a nap in the middle of the day, which I never do on a Wednesday because I'm so busy every Wednesday. But yeah, my highs were working with Ashley today,
Ashley.
and then on Saturday we were in this dining room, living room area listening to slow jams and like NSYNC and Cher and like slow jazz and whatever, painting notebooks and creating
cute.
merch
Amazing.
designs for FOMO night, which is coming up next
Wow.
week, which
Will be over
it was
by the
great.
time this
It'll
is
be over by
out.
the time
Yeah,
this
it
comes
was
out, but it
really
was
good.
great. It was awesome.
I was there. It was crazy.
Yeah, Hannah
Me
was there,
too.
Ashley was there.
I was taking
I
pictures
was
with
not
my camera.
there, but
Caeden was working.
I was working. I know. I didn't get to experience it.
Dang.
And they're all looking at me with very hateful
It's
eyes.
really sad.
Hey,
And Luna's
I
sitting
don't
with
even
me
know
'cause she
why I
knows.
know that. I just know that you're working.
It's really sad. Is it because what's working? Why are you working?
Because you asked Kinsey to take your shift or something, and she told me about it.
I'm
She's like,
scheduled
no,
that
that's
day,
FOMO night.
so I'm trying to.
That's what it is.
Oh.
Get a switch.
Well, it starts at 7.
So yeah, I'll be fine. But I'd have to get there early for all the video stuff. I'll work it out.
Okay.
I love
If
it.
you cannot make it,
I'm trying.
don't feel pressured.
I know. I'm trying my best. I
Like-
want to be there.
I want you to be there too.
I want
Heck,
to experience
that's
this.
from the bottom of my heart. I want you to be there.
I'm gonna try my best. To be
Bottom of my
there.
heart. Okay.
That's an awesome week.
It's gonna be really fun.
Weekly
Yeah,
high.
it was a great
Weekly
week.
win.
I saw some of the journals. And they were
Dubs.
awesome.
They're so cool.
So y'all need to be
Spent
there
so
to
much
get some journals. At the
Be
least,
there.
Very least.
Except you would have been there if you hear this.
That's true.
You were there.
Thank you for being there.
Yeah, thank you for being there, all
Thanks,
you
guys.
Journal
guys.
I'm talking
Thanks for
about.
God
being
bless.
there.
Streaming the album right now. It's on Spotify. FOMO worship. Blah, blah, blah.
Plug.
Okay, go.
Ooh, weekly high. It was a very
Win.
mundane week for me.
Weekly win.
Weekly win.
You're
The
literally the
alliteration
theme
is
song.
important.
Weekly win.
There you go.
My weekly win.
He put his hand up. I knew exactly what he was gonna do. He went like this. I was like, no.
I was gonna say I've had a very mundane week. I've had a very normal, tiring week. So I don't know if I have a specific high because I started college this week, and I am.
That's crazy.
So it's, I guess, fun, but I'm really not having fun at all. I
Don't
hate
lie.
my college work. So I'm doing that, but I've had a good week spent with friends, actually, hanging out with friends. I'm doing a Passion Speak conference. I'm going through all of those like teaching classes with one of the other interns at my church and the next gen pastor, and so it's been really fun. Just doing a little conference. It was cool. From home, but it was
I love
cool.
it.
That's
Love a good old conference.
I've had good coffee this week. That's always a good week, man. Just good coffee, dude.
Seeing as I couldn't have coffee today because of my throat, I had like an iced coffee this morning, but after that I was like, I got
a new grind. This is a good week. I got a good grinder for my pour overs. And
I
I've been
knew-
making making some banging pour overs. Well,
I hate
my hand
pour-overs.
grinder was kind of mid
He's good at it.
before, but now I've got a really good grinder. By really good, I mean it was like $50 on Amazon. Way better.
Is
than
our
the hand
grinder good? At
Yeah,
good stuff.
It's like great. That's a fellow grinder. It's amazing.
Occasionally.
Okay.
But I've been making some really good pour overs with some really good Valor coffee. Shout out Valor.
Shout out Valor.
What roaster are you using?
Shut up,
it's
Valor.
the green one. It's the
The Columbia.
Yes.
That one's
it is
good.
very good.
Oh, I like that
Probably one
one.
of my favorites for pour overs.
Have you had the
Southern
strawberry
California.
lemonade?
I haven't.
The red, is that the one we got for Christmas?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it.
I opened
The
it with my-
watermelon
Watermelon.
Candy? Notes, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she gave it to us for something.
I
Was
like it
I don't
because it
remember,
said
but
be
it was
my
cute.
Valentine.
Yeah, you're right. you're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, the red
Valentine's
box?
Day. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a good one.
I ate that
I love
stuff
that
up.
red.
That was great.
I
Bro,
haven't
their
tried it.
packaging.
It's still
It's so
sitting
cool.
there.
I have it on my shelf. I just use them for decor.
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 Me when the
Valid
sun's out. Decor.
Okay, someone else go. I'm yapping.
Ashley Lynn's weekly wins.
Yeah.
Well, also Tuesday and Thursday were the best day of my life as well.
Slay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I worked with my boy.
We're standing on business.
We're staying on business all
Standing
day.
on business.
Booming on business
Every
too.
day.
Standing on business.
And speaking of booming on business, I also got to hug Lindsay Prell today.
I hugged Lindsay Brill too.
She
That's
has
my gal.
such good hugs, and
does
she
have good hugs.
was just so nice.
Shout out Lindsay.
Shout out
Shout
to
out,
her.
Lindsay. We love you.
She was on last
I know
Such an
you're
OG
listening.
episode.
You're our
Love her.
favorite. We love you forever.
I got to hold her
Kisses,
baby
kisses.
this
She was
morning.
in a better mood today than I've seen her in a while, and she's
I saw
always in a
those
good
videos.
mood.
I was looking through the iPad. Oh my gosh. I was literally, her smile is contagious.
I know. I haven't held her in so long, and I told Lindsay that made my day that I got to see her, and it was just so sweet. Like good customer interactions this week. I've had really good positive
Yeah.
interactions. The other day,
Dama.
Kendama.
The kendama, bro.
Okay, shout out Alex. Shout out so
love you,
much to
Alex.
Alex. He gave us. Is kendama already plural, or can I say two kendamas?
You have. I don't think you have two kendamas.
For the radio, Colin just put his hat on sideways.
I have a
He's getting
kendama.
serious.
Colin has a kendama now.
Yeah.
Because of Alex. We're really good at it.
That's amazing.
I did it
have
once.
one at home. It's
We're
so
very
fun.
good for basic tricks. So fun. Thank you, Alex, for. I got the
Legend.
matcha one.
Shout out Ali.
And
What's
I
yours
got the
called?
Northern Lights.
Yeah. And also the other day, we had this customer. I haven't seen her in a while. I think she only comes in whenever she's been to a class up at Dallas. I guess she goes to Georgia Highlands. Can we dox her?
Yeah.
Karen.
Slay.
Karen.
Did you remember her? She was here. When did she come in? I don't think it was.
She was there Tuesday.
Okay, it must have been that day. And I gave her her drink, and she was like, it's really good to see you. I'm glad you're still here. I was like, thanks. Like, where would
As
I
in,
be?
you could've
But
died.
also, thank you.
ABC.
Was it sarcastic?
No.
Like, I'm glad you're still here.
No, it was sweet. Like,
Okay.
it seemed sweet that she was paying me a compliment.
She probably thinks you live there.
And I took it as a compliment. Thanks, Karen.
Period.
Shout out
Slay. I love it.
Shout out Karen.
I have been putting in a ton of work and a ton of hours into an undisclosed project that
Let's go.
actually will probably be announced by the time that this comes
Let's
out.
go.
But if it's not, this
It'll be
is so
announced?
tea. Yeah.
Do you want to
Will you
announce
for
it
sure
now?
announce it next week?
Well, if I
Ooh, you're taking.
Because then it'll
risks.
give you a deadline.
It's true. It'll
this
give
is
you
coming out
motivation.
next
Isn't it all
week.
for sure?
No, this isn't coming out.
No.
No, it comes out in like 4 weeks.
Sorry.
This comes out in 4 weeks. It'll be announced by 4 weeks.
Bro.
This comes out in 4. Oh, yeah. Because
Yeah, 'cause it
bi-weekly.
was bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Okay, so my undisclosed project is I am putting out a single, which is so
Let's
tea and really
go.
exciting.
Will it be out by the time this comes out?
It will not be out, but I will have announced it by the time that this is out.
What's it called?
It's called Ladybird. Super excited, super excited. But I've been putting in so much work on that this week. We finished up the vocals, which was hard because it's the first time I've ever done any like home recording for vocals like that. And my producer, shout out Grace, you slay.
We love Grace.
Is located, they're in Philly. We're doing everything remote. And so like I send things to them and then they tell me, oh, fix this or blah, blah, fix that. But I don't know, it's just been a really cool process. And they started mixing today, which is crazy.
Just now?
As of, actually, probably right now.
That's crazy.
Probably right now. But yeah, so we're nearing the finish line. Caeden, because he's a legend, said he'd shoot the cover.
Let's freaking go.
Because he's a legend. And he
Yes.
slays.
So hype.
But I'm so excited. Actually, Lynn's making merch. This is like a real family operation here.
This is
And
so
I'm
fun.
gonna high five you.
Colin Lynn was there for moral support and also helped me make the first demo
I did.
that I made. Hello and welcome to 3Bs at the... What?
Try again.
Wait. Are we all on the same page?
Okay.
You start.
Whoa, we're the
3Bs at the last minute. So we are I say we, it's just Colin.
No, it's us.
We are mid-edit right now, and I just wanted to interject at this moment
Hannah,
and
it's
say,
Hannah.
it's Hannah. This is Hannah. Who else loves to yap this much? I just wanted to interject and say that my first single, Lady Bird, comes out October 18th. Woo! Yeah! We love to see it. And there will actually, you just heard a sneak peek from Colin, I guess. That's it. He wants you to call him. There is going to be a little release party and show situation at Good Stuff Coffee House on October 18th at 6:30 p.m. Be there. We're going to have an exclusive Lady Bird latte. There's going to be live music. It's going to be so fun. Apparel. There will be custom apparel made by Ashley Lynn.
Yes.
So we are super, super excited. Thank you guys for your support and for listening. We love you so
You
much.
better show up. If you don't show up, you're dead to us.
Oh,
Just be there if you
this
can.
is a false narrative.
Dead to us.
I hope you can come.
You know you want to be
We
there.
hope you can be there.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Us.
Even though I started class this week, it's been nice to do something that's like, even though it's a work, it's so fulfilling and
Let's go.
yeah.
Love it. Those were our weekly wins.
Oh, I caught it.
You caught it.
I wasn't aware.
You guys got to catch these things.
Caught it and
Sorry.
I'm new.
I'm not good at athletic things.
Thank you for joining us on this very special episode of
Yes.
3Bs on a pod. I'm Colin.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Caeden.
We'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Great show.
Great show.
Great